This is Robert Harper with Virginia Farm Bureau's Grain Division, bringing you the Merchandiser Minute for Thursday, September the 13th, 2018. There's definitely been a bearish tone over both futures and basis markets this week in anticipation of the September crop report. We'll get into those numbers in a minute. There's definitely been a different tone over the market this week also with all the news about the storm, and we really extend our best wishes to all y'all that have been preparing so hard this week. Some other headlines that took your attention: President Trump was speaking again of proposed new tariffs against China. Elevators in the northern plains, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, many of them have pulled new crop soybean basis bids, saying they're just not in the market for beans this harvest because they don't have anywhere to send them. As that news permeated through the market, we did see Secretary of Treasury Mnuchin yesterday reach out to China and say we need to sit down again and begin trade talks, and it was very well received by the Chinese. We've even seen a very positive reaction with that today on the Dow futures. No meeting took place today with Canada. We came into the week thinking we were sitting down with them to talk trade, and that fell apart. Canada says they need more time to prepare. We have had one case of the African swine flu show up in a herd in Belgium. So that's the first confirmed case in Europe. And obviously, African swine flu is very contagious in hog herds. And the trade looks at it very closely in reference to how much soybean meal would be consumed or corn. When we look at the actual WASDE numbers, the World Agricultural Supply and Demand Report and Crop Production Report we saw on Wednesday, it was a shocker to the trade. The USDA raised the expected corn yield to 181.3. That is a record corn yield if it's realized. And several interesting facts: it was also a record ear weight this year and a record population. They also raised the soybean yield to 52.8 bushels to the acre, which would make the crop in general 4.6 billion bushels. And when you look at the carryout numbers, part of the bearishness of this report, what is going to be left over in the bin on August 31st, 2019, at the end of the marketing year, 1.7 billion bushels of corn and a whopping 845 million bushels of beans. That would be up from 395 million this year. That large bean number is reflecting the absence of demand from China. When you look at Virginia's numbers, Virginia is shown to harvest 330,000 acres this year of corn at 148 bushels per acre. That's up 8 from last year. And USDA has Virginia harvesting 610,000 acres of soybeans, averaging 43 bushels per acre. That's down a bushel from last year. So as we go into next week, be looking for the trade to continue to digest these numbers, and give us a call if we can help you. This is Robert Harper with Virginia Farm Bureau's Grain Division.